Hello everyone, today we have new video review and this time we're gonna check fresh release from Zvezda. As you can see, that's a 1/72 scale aircraft kit which copies Yak-130. That's a Russian trainer aircraft, modern type, which was introduced recently, and now we have a chance to replicate it in scale. But first I will remind you as usual that we are still gathering money for the new camera, and you can help us by pressing the donate button on our website. It is done via PayPal, so it's safe and fast, and of course you are the one who decides how much you will gift us for the new camera. So this is a new release in 1/72 scale, quite nice aircraft in my opinion, and now we have a chance to replicate it in small size. Box art is also beautiful here. On the side we have some information about the kit. There are 176 parts inside, which is quite impressive for 72nd scale trainer aircraft. Here you can see a small picture of the decal sheet. Also we have some paint designations. On the back side we have short history note and photo of the assembled aircraft. And as you can see, there is some ordnance included into this kit. And of course kit is produced under license of Yakovlev Bureau. And as you can see, box structure is typical for Zvezda. We have color printed top part and sturdy cardboard box inside. Let's open it. Here you can see what we have inside. So plastic sprues are packed into several plastic bags, and also on the bottom we have assembly manual and some other elements. We will check them a bit later. First let's take a look at this large plastic bag with large frames. I will need scissors in order to open it. Just give me a second. And we will check closer what is hidden there. Of course you can guess that here we have fuselage halves and also some wing elements, but I'm interested in the parts division for those segments of the aircraft, because it's quite unusual here, and you can see it on this first sprue, because note that those tail segments are not exactly halves of the aircraft. The same can be said about nose parts, and here you can see the wing part, which is molded together with top area of the aircraft. Here we have ailerons and flaps in place, and let's flip it over. Inside we have position pins. The same applies for all parts which are divided into halves. Note that in wing area we will have ailerons which will serve as a guiding elements for those top elements. And as for the top parts, they can be found here on the next plastic sprue. Here you can also see the cockpit base. Also here we have some engine parts. Overall detailing is really nice. For example, here you can see the dashboard, and I will zoom in so that you can see it closer. It looks nice, and of course you can also buy some aftermarket set in order to detail it up more. This aircraft has a huge canopy through which you should be able to see the cockpit inside, so I think it's worth investing into some aftermarket set in order to get a better detailing and more realistic appearance. Now I'm opening the next plastic bag. Here we have two absolutely identical plastic frames, and those ones are dedicated to the armament or ordnance for this aircraft. You can also notice the parts for the pilot figurine, and also here we have one-piece pilot seat together with some other cockpit elements. Pilot figurine comes as a nice surprise. As you can see, there are two of them, so you can occupy both spots in airplane. I will zoom out a bit so that you can see it closer. But painting might be a bit tricky, but I think it's still worth trying to get this part in a shape. Next we have separate plastic bag with transparent sprue, and here we have canopy parts together with some minor elements for the cockpit. Note that main section is molded as one-piece part, and also we have pre-molded these special wires which are used when you eject out of aircraft. Next I'm opening the next plastic bag. That's the last one, and here we have several more plastic sprues for assembly of this model. Just give me a second. So what we have here is again some armament. For example, here you can see small frames with bombs, several types of bombs. I will zoom out. Each should be assembled out of 2 halves, but of course you can get also resin replacement. As you can see, inside you have cut position points which should help you with alignment, so overall it should be easy to assemble these parts together. Next we have last grey plastic sprue. Here we have the rocket launchers, which can be also placed on this aircraft. Next we have assembly manual. This one is printed in black and white, what is quite typical for Zvezda, and on the first page you can see short history note. Note that you can assemble model on the stand, but you should buy model stand separately. And here you can see open canopy and open brake shield. Next we have parts map. Assembly process starts with engine nozzles. Also we installed the landing gear system as far as you can see. We joined the tail halves together. Then we assemble cockpit. And we install cockpit in place together with this top panel. Then we install the wing panel with top panel. Here you can see the lower wing panels. Here you can see separate pylons. Armament, also stencils placement, figurine placement, and here we can see marking guide for several marking options. There are 3 marking options, 1 Belarusian and also 2 Russian ones. There are not that many marking options for this aircraft at the moment. It's quite understandable, so it's not a big surprise. But next I want to show you the Decal Sheet, which is printed in nice quality and features stencils, as you remember. Here you can see it. I will zoom in. So as I said before, here we have all necessary symbols. I'm a bit surprised that we don't have the special wiring for the canopy, because it would be easier to replicate it with decal. So in this kit you will have to replicate it with your own hands and masking, or maybe careful painting. But otherwise, as I said before, the painting quality is really nice here, and I hope that application will be easy as well. So that's all for this video review. As usual, you can get this kit in any good model shop. As far as I know, Modelimex sells them as well. Don't forget to write your opinion here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course don't forget to like our Facebook page as well. And I will see you in the next video as usual. Bye!